It's a journey. It's a journey that will take a long time. But the best thing that we can all do is be as proactive as we can to try to drive change. And so one of the things that Inspiring Diversity is really focused on is trying to drive that change. And in fact, our mission, and really the fundamental belief that we have been founded on is that anything is possible, regardless of your background, as long as we help each other to succeed. And so we're all about inspiring, empowering, and elevating. And one of the key things that we've done is we have developed what's known as the POLING Power Framework, which revolves around propelling yourself and others to success and really creating something tangible and hopefully easy for people to use in terms of crystallizing their thoughts. And I'm just curious, what do you think of the POLING Power Framework?
So I thought it was really, really interesting. So a few things came to mind based on what you just said and also the POLING Power Framework. What you said before about just anything is possible. Seriously, what a wonderful country we live in. Like we have our flaws, but anything is possible. Like how do you, within a generation of these, my parents, immigrants that came to this country and working minimum wage, and then to have just one generation later become who we've become. I don't think that story can be written in any other country on earth. And so that was an initial thought that I had. And then to the POLING Power Framework question, I thought what was most interesting is the focus on empowering others. And that a lot of times, like when you think about how to make yourself better and all these different frameworks out there on how to like live your daily life, it's all focused on you and what you can do for yourself. But what's interesting about the POLING Power Framework is that it focused on the well-being of others, right? And so because at the end of the day, there's very few folks that are just out in organizations or out professionally as a team of one. We're a team, it doesn't matter if you're a team of 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 500 or 5,000 or 50,000, you're on a team. And frankly, and if you think about it in a practical way, if your teammates are doing well, then the team is doing well, then you're doing well. And so I love the fact that it did focus on that because it mirrored kind of how we think at Box and how I personally think in my daily life. It's all about kind of how others are doing. At the end of the day, I think I'll be just fine in life. But if everyone else is doing well, that means Box is doing well, and that means I'll do well.
Right. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of people out there still believe that there is a zero-sum game. Like if I lose, you win. If, vice versa. But the reality is that individual, community, organizational success, they should go hand in hand.
Absolutely. And to the viewers out there, please don't be that type of person where it's like, this movie's only big enough for one Asian. So it's just like, I've been in situations
there are two Asians here.
I've been in situations like that, in like corporate situations, you show up and the other Asian person in the room is like, who brought the other Asian, but don't be that person. Reach out your hand and help others. We're all in it together.